Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. Today, we're wading into something pretty interesting, a whole bunch of search queries. And they all seem laser focused on, well, two teams, the Lakers and the Timberwolves.
That's right. It really paints a picture, doesn't it? Like a snapshot of what basketball fans are thinking about right now. Lots of searches about upcoming games, recent games.
Exactly. And our job today, basically, is to kind of sift through these digital breadcrumbs, these searches, and figure out what they're telling us about, what's grabbing everyone's attention.
Yeah, and it's more than just dates and times. You can see hints about key players, playoff buzz, even where people are trying to find this info. It's quite revealing, actually.
Okay, let's dive in then. The most obvious thing right off the bat is the sheer number of schedule-related searches. Lakers versus Timberwolves. Timberwolves versus Lakers. Lakers games, Timberwolves games.
And the really immediate ones, too, like Lakers game today, Lakers game tonight. People clearly want to know right now when these teams are playing, especially each other.
For sure. And it's not just looking forward, is it? We're seeing things like Lakers versus Timberwolves timeline and Lakers versus Timberwolves last game.
Mm-hmm. That suggests folks are looking back, maybe trying to understand the history there, or perhaps see if there's a pattern emerging in how they match up.
Could be a budding rivalry they're tracking.
Could be, or just recent memory. But what really connects it, I think, is seeing NBA playoffs 2025 date pop up. It links all this regular season focus directly to the postseason picture.
Yeah, that's a great catch. They're thinking ahead. So beyond just when the games are, the searches really highlight who people are watching. We see LeBron James, obviously, Anthony Edwards.
Jaden McDaniels, Naz Reid too, Austin Reeves, Hachimura, Vanderbilt showing up there as well.
It's like a roll call of the key guys, isn't it? Suggests these individual performances and matchups are a massive part of the draw.
Absolutely. Fans aren't just searching for the teams, they're searching for the players in those games. And look at the stat searches, LeBron James stats, naturally, but also Luka Doncic stats.
Which is interesting, yeah, because Luka isn't on either team.
Right, so that points to maybe comparisons or fantasy basketball implications. It shows a deeper interest in player metrics beyond just this specific matchup.
And what about the less common names, like
Yeah.
Maxi Kleber or DiVincenzo?
Good question. They're less frequent, yeah, but their appearance could mean they had a particularly noticeable game recently, maybe against one of these teams, or perhaps it's just broader player interest bleeding in.
Yeah.
It kind of begs the question, is the main driver the star power, like LeBron versus Ant, or are fans also tracking these specific role player contributions?
Interesting angle. Okay, so people know who's playing. They're trying to figure out when.
Hmm.
The next logical step is how to actually see the game.
And the searches reflect that perfectly. Where to watch Lakers versus Timberwolves, how to watch Lakers game tonight, watch Lakers game channel.
Plus mentions of ESPN NBA and ESPN NBA scores. So people need the broadcast details, the channel, the live updates. It's all about access.
Exactly. Finding out where to tune in is crucial. If you're hyped to see LeBron take on Edwards, you need to know which channel or streaming service has the game. Makes sense.
Totally. Now, let's maybe zoom out a bit. It's not just about this specific game or two. Look at searches like Playoffs NBA, NBA Bracket Challenge.
Yeah, and Timberwolves standings, plus all the team name variations.
Yeah.
LA Lakers, MN Timberwolves, Los Angeles Lakers, Minnesota Timberwolves, even just Lakers, Wolves, Tools.
Right. And general NBA stuff like NBA scores, NBA basketball, Wolves basketball. Taken together, it really shows people are tracking the bigger picture, the standings, the playoff race.
Uh-huh. They understand these head-to-head games have consequences for seeding, for playoff positioning. It's not happening in a vacuum. That NBA Bracket Challenge search is telling, too, fans are actively participating, trying to predict the outcomes.
Which leads nicely into the next bit, predictions and commentary. We actually see Lakers versus Timberwolves prediction as a search term.
People want analysis. They want forecasts. And seeing names like Kendrick Perkins and J.J. Redick suggests they're looking towards specific media analysts for their takes.
Yeah, seeking out those expert opinions. And then there's Rich Paul. That one's a bit different.
It is. Could be related to player news, maybe contract stuff, agent chatter. Something potentially impacting the players involved, like LeBron or others Paul represents. It adds another layer, sort of behind-the-scenes interest.
So wrapping this all up, it seems like this pile of search data, these digital footprints, they show a really engaged fan base, right? Heavily focused on these Lakers-Timberwolves games.
Definitely. The interest covers everything from the basic schedule and where to watch logistics, right through to key player stats, the overall playoff picture, and even expert predictions and analysis.
The whole narrative fans are following. Schedules, players, stakes, commentary, the whole package.
Which really leaves us with a final thought, maybe something for our listeners to chew on. What is it about this specific Lakers-Timberwolves pairing right now that's generating so much buzz?
Is it just the star power? A potential new rivalry heating up their positions in the West?
Or maybe just a perfect storm of all those things? Something to keep in mind as you're watching these teams go forward this season.